Right, this is a Kenmore 158 1752 0. When they were making these, the last digit 0, 1, 2 was a batch number. If they were popular, they'd order another batch. And the 1752 would be a 17521 if it came from the second batch. This machine is like the 1652. It threads the same way. It takes cams, but it has a built-in cam stack under the lid here. And when you raise the cover here, it doesn't lift the cam followers automatically. So to shift stitches, it's got zigzag, blind hem, and the darning triple zigzag built in. To change stitches, you need to set the width dial here to S, and then you can move to the cam or any of the 3 built-in stitches. The zigzag cam is also straight stitch S. And when you put a cam in, you set it to cam, set your cam in place, and then turn your width dial up to set the followers in place to use the cam. This takes the 2-layer cams for stretch stitches, so you can get fancy decorative stretch stitching and reverse stitching or 3D print stitches for this machine. And then it's got the sprung flipper for reverse with the control knob here. Set controller on it. The bobbin winder is up top. It's got a clutch nut on the end for pretty standard bobbin winding procedures. And on the back side it does have, between the whole spool pins here, it's got a balance for the zigzag and stretch stitch balance to make them nice and even. But to thread the machine, it's capable of twin needle sewing. So it's got 2 spool pins. It's got a rear thread guide, front thread guide. There are 2 sides to the tensioner. So if you're doing twin needle sewing, you should make sure that one thread goes through each set of tension discs. Comes in the side, around, up under this finger, then through the first thread guide on the right side here, take up arm, this right hand thread guide. It's got the, oh, they're connected to the door, I forgot that on this model. It's got the pair of thread guides there. Pick a left or right hand side when you're doing a single thread. A pair of thread guides on the needle clamp. And then it threads from front to back. There, threads from front to back. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is your bobbin winding tension button. So the thread comes off the spool around the front and back to the bobbin winding.